For many years of my life, I have struggled with health issues. At first, they were either misdiagnosed or brushed aside. When my symptoms became more severe, doctors attributed everything to stress. Stress, stress, stress is causing all your mess. And finally, after seeing endless doctors, I was diagnosed with postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, which is often abbreviated as POTS. When my health continued to worsen, I was diagnosed with more medical ailments. Finally, I found an answer to many of my health issues. I have an underlying medical condition called mitochondrial disease. Mitochondrial disease occurs when the mitochondria in our cells fail. Mitochondria are tiny, specialized compartments located within our cells, which produce more than 90% of the energy needed to sustain life within our body. When these tiny powerhouses begin to fail, less and less energy is produced in the cell. This can cause the cell to become injured or die. If enough mitochondria are affected in many cells within an organ, the entire organ system may begin to fail. The parts of the body, such as the lungs, heart, brain, and muscles, are often the organs most affected by mitochondrial disease because they require large amounts of energy. Symptoms may include seizures, strokes, severe developmental delays, an inability to walk, decreased or double vision, trouble digesting food, etc. When 3 or more organ systems show symptoms of disease, mitochondrial disease is usually suspected. Mitochondrial disease was once thought to only primarily affect children. However, adult onset is becoming more and more common. Every 30 minutes, a child is born who will develop a mitochondrial disease by the age of 10. While the exact numbers of children and adults suffering from mitochondrial disease are hard to determine because so many people who suffer from a mitochondrial disease are frequently misdiagnosed. Many are misdiagnosed with atypical cerebral palsy, various seizure disorders, childhood diseases, and diseases of aging. Still others are not diagnosed until after death. Life with mitochondrial disease is one often fraught with many medical appointments, tests, procedures, and hospitalizations. The goals for treatment are to alleviate symptoms and to slow down the progression of the disease. At this time, there are no cures for mitochondrial disease. Since there is no cure for my medical condition, and furthermore, there are really no treatment options, the only thing I can do is wait. My medical condition is progressive. The ultimate endpoint is death. So I wait for death. Many people see waiting as a useless game. They claim, "Why bother living? I am just going to die." Unfortunately, this negativity leads to depression, anxiety, and a worsening of one's health. If I live my life with the mindset of futility, then I have allowed the disease to win. I have also not lived up to my potential. I try to do as much as I can when I can. If I die tomorrow, who cares? If I die in 20 years, who cares? The most important thing is I'm living in this present moment. Death does not affect right here and right now. Thus, I need to do as much as I can when I can. I also plan things for the future. I have heard many people who do not want to plan anything because what if they're not around to experience the event? I will tell you a secret. Most of the time, planning the event, the vacation, or the special occasion is extremely fun. As many people have experienced, sometimes planning a special trip was more exciting than actually going on the getaway. So I plan my life. I do not care if I'm not around to experience the event. I enjoy the fun of picking out decorations and invitations and dreaming up exciting games to play. If I'm around to attend the event, great, that's just another reason to be joyful. The one stumbling block, which has nearly killed me over and over again, is having doctors and nurses who hinder my medical care. They believe since I'm on life support and have a terminal illness, there is no use providing medical treatment. Simple things such as needing antibiotics are withheld because, as one doctor told me, why delay the inevitable? You are just going to die anyway. I wish I had a more graceful way of combating this meanness, but I do not. Rage often erupts from my mouth and I snap, "You're just going to die anyway, and yet your employer has decided to pay you every single week. Perhaps I should tell your employer not to pay you because you're just going to die. Why delay the inevitable? Let's hasten your death by denying you your ability to live." What nonsense. And that brings me to how I live my life. The key is I live. I choose to live. Although one day I will die, at the moment I am not dead. Nope, not dead yet. I choose to live and enjoy the world around me. I choose to do as much as I can despite my medical condition, and I choose hope. Although there is no cure for my medical condition, I choose to believe medicine is rapidly changing. A cure may be just around the next corner. And even if there is no cure, advancements in medicine are making it possible to live with so many medical complications. Although my medical condition is considered terminal, that only means there is an end to my life. When that will be is a mystery, and I choose not to dwell on it. Instead, I choose joy, happiness, and laughter. It is often stated laughter is the best medicine. Since there is no cure for my medical condition, I have decided to take as much medicine as possible. I laugh often and try to get others to laugh along with me. By helping others, I hope to inspire them to become their best selves and to live their best lives. If I can do that, I have lived a great life. Thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe down below. Please also remember to comment and share. It really helps this YouTube channel. I hope you have a great day, a wonderful week, and happy Mitochondrial Disease Awareness Week. Bye-bye. Many people see waiting as a useless game. They claim, why bother living? Thanks for watching. Take two. All right, let's do this again.